Hey girl,
Girl,
how have you been?
man, life be life, man.
Yeah, girl. That's as a mutable rising, I can understand completely.
Right.
So
No, I can't see either.
yeah,
So,
that's exactly why I got glasses on. I'm just like, this is nice, but yes, I
mm,
uh
oh my God,
okay.
I miss you,
I
girl.
miss you too.
How are you? That's the real
I
question.
am I'm here. Just like
Retrograde
life,
Kendra.
like look, that as well as just the notes really just helped me understand like, hey, this is nice. This is a hobby though. Like, but this is insightful. I love to give people information, but I ain't got to hit like every single thing right now. So it's just like, okay, understanding that I want to talk to my friends about just astrology and just like how life is with y'all and pretty
Mhm.
much like FaceTime,
Pretty much.
just open to other folks. So yeah, we can get started. Like first and foremost, it's Aries season, like spring equinox, new astrological year, as well as just like yeah, all of that. Just
Is all this
yeah,
rebirth. Everybody waking up.
yeah. I'm just like it's refreshing. But last like the Pisces season, I appreciate it, but also it's just like yo, tired, sleepy, like not wanting to wake up, not wanting to get out the bed, but appreciative because like receiving insights from dreams and stuff.
I
And
was just about to say that. Were you having crazy dreams too, girl? Like,
yes,
oh
yes,
man.
like look, I one dream I flew off like a ramp. It was in the sky and it was just like, okay, I knew I was gonna fall, but it's like I knew to like press this button to have angel wings to like land and then just
Toot
like
toot.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, oh wow, okay.
Right.
Insightful. All right, cool. But yeah, moving into Aries season, definitely seeing like the input of like hobbies and like for me, like fifth house, like creation and wanting to lean into doing more stuff like that. Like literally, Assassin's Creed came out.
Ooh, I haven't
And
played it yet, but I've
look,
been seeing you play. I've been seeing.
I downloaded it yesterday. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm thinking like you can like pre-order it and play it then. Nah, they bitch had like 12 hours, and I'm just like, damn, okay.
That'd be the worst part.
So
You be so excited to play. That's the. I feel like I'll still go to the store and buy the disc. Like, I'm okay because we. I feel like we both grew up in that generation where we could just pop a game open, throw it in, press play, turn your head, make sure the system turn on.
you're right. Like, no lie, just like, hey, please don't do this to me. Like, I had a shortage in one of mine. I'm just like, damn. Like, it was a little
No.
PS1, the little small one. And it's just like,
Yes.
I had the
Oh
little
my
thing. I'm
God.
just like, it had a shortage. But
No.
no, like, Joker's been upgraded, having thankfully up to date stuff. But the thing is that they don't want to give out like physical copies of stuff no more. Like,
I've
even
been
if you go in
seeing.
there, it's like you have to take this little hack it to the front and then they'll just like, hey, here's a little barcode. You can put in the information and you
No.
got it. So yeah, it sucks. But it is what it is. Like, okay, so one before we get started, or as we get started, just wanting you to like dish out your information, like your big three, what it is that you have, and like
It's gonna be
how
so
we kick
crazy.
off Aries season with you being a triple Aries placement. So,
Yeah. So big three: Aries Sun, Cancer Moon, Pisces Rising. I have an Aries Mercury, a Aries Mars. Whole lot of fire in my chart. But then here comes my Venus in Taurus. So it's like I'm a little bit of everything. I should have put on my full chart, but you know my chart. You know my chart. Like you know, it's a lot going on always.
yeah, but it's that initiative aspect, like primarily leading, like having Pisces rising, and then where's like off the top of my head, like your Jupiter is in.
Capricorn, I think.
Okay. So that's like leading your chart with networking and then having that like have this tension with Aries and then your moon, and then that like gets into the question just like how is it like navigating all of that, like self with value,
Ooh.
creativity, and then like networking and friendship.
So, like, okay, I'll start with the friendship aspect.
Okay.
Before I even knew about big threes, astrology, getting into, I just knew I was Aries, you know. But I feel like once you actually helped me walk, like I knew once I started doing my research, but then you helped me like walk through my entire chart, and I was like, okay, so that makes sense because sometimes I feel like my Aries Sun combats with Aries Sun, and then the Mercury in Aries too. It combats with the Cancer Moon, but sometimes they come together, and it's like when I'm sad, I'm like really like sad. But it's I feel like my emotions are already intense from the Cancer Moon, but it also is amplified by the fire. So it's like I'm all of my emotions are passionately felt. I feel like that's the best way I could put that. But navigating it though, when I was younger, hard. No self awareness, of course. But as I've gotten older and I've dived deeper into my spiritual practices, um, it's helped me to actually, I don't know, feel like as an Aries, I feel like I'm a generator. I'm fire. I can create, but I can also destroy. But when I'm in creation mode, my Cancer Moon come in, and it's like, okay, we can create limitless things. It gets all mystical up here and like expansive as hell. But navigating it now through my day to day life, like I just got off work. I made sure before I got on here, I took some deep breaths. I'm like, okay, it's okay to be nervous, talking to people, whatever. But your homegirl's cool. But I always make sure I carve out intentional time just to be in myself, like, because I have the tendency to just keep going and going and going, and I think that's the Aries in me sometimes because I come up with all these ideas at once, and I'm like, okay, let me try to execute them all at the same time. And then I'll be having to like, okay, hold on. Now I'm burnt out. I need a second. I need to ground myself. I need to go touch a tree or something, take my socks off, take my shoes off, and walk in some grass. I really feel like I live in a space or a mental space of duality. Like I know that I have to make sure I stay balanced because if I don't, it's either going to be super hot or it's going to be super watery. I hope that makes sense.
No, like you got a Pisces rising, so really having that aspect of things navigating and directing and steering your chart is of like a big deal. With Mercury retrograde happening and all the things, I was like, hey, I don't know if technology gonna go out on me. So I wrote stuff on the notes. So just like making sure to be aware of what's what. So getting into just like Aries and anger. Like I know you said navigating
Look,
this was hard early younger, but how's that like how can this Aries energy like teach us about healthy anger and assertiveness?
so I'm a therapist too. I'm a child therapist, so I teach my kids. What I teach my kids is what I teach myself too. I say to myself, anger is a natural emotion to feel. It's what you do with it that counts. So if you're truly in control of your emotions, you have to make sure that you take some time to pause and think before you react. But there are times where my sometimes my fuse is a little bit longer. Sometimes it's about this long. But when I get into those anger modes, the best thing that I do for myself, I have to walk away from it. But how I have been navigating it through this retrograde, honestly, speaking up, but in a way where I don't allow my anger to push the conversation out, if that makes sense. It's more like, okay, I know I'm mad. Let me go take a step back, reflect really fast, or however long I need to reflect on it, and make sure that I'm articulating what I'm trying to say and getting my point across, and not just saying, oh, because girl, I'm gonna say this because it's us. Sometimes it get a little low. Like we can be a little mean. Aries are the nicest people on the planet. I swear, we are friendly, loyal, dedicated to our people. But when we mad, we not. It takes us a minute to calm down because everything, it's like almost like our anger can almost send us into fight or flight if we let it. Like,
Mm.
truthfully, because fight or flight is when you are finding your, is what you're determining when you're safe or in danger, right? So with Aries and anger, I put those two and two together because we can instantly go off without any regret and then sit back after and be like, oh damn, did I really just say she had no edges and she looked like a naked mole rat? That's so rude. Why did I say that? And then I'll go, the Cancer in me come, I'm like, look, I was really heated. I come back all cool, I'm like, look, I was really heated, I was speaking out of anger. But I can help you with the measures though. I got something, what I'm saying? But anyways, I digress because I'm just rambling now. But I connected to fight or flight because we have to be able to identify whether, all right, is it worth us getting to the heated boiling point where we're steaming, or do we just say okay and walk away? For an evolved Aries, walking away is a lot easier. But when I was unevolved, girl, everybody got it for the most part. If you made me mad, or if I saw that you were affecting somebody that I loved and I cared about, making them uncomfortable, I'm coming in with my case like, why are you messing with my friend? But navigating it now, I know when enough is enough. I don't do low blows no more. That's just not worth the extra amount of energy that I have to cultivate, that I have an abundance of, but like now I gotta push out even more to be angry,
Mm.
which it's draining afterwards. Like if I ever get into an argument with somebody, I need to, and it's like a heated discussion, I'm gonna have to take a quick little cat nap after just to recharge my batteries. Cause I like, we were talking about fire. It's when you start a fire, start off small, but you keep pouring gasoline into it or cooking oil into it, it's gonna get bigger. So it's always just best to sometimes, even when we know we're not supposed to be the bigger person, we have to be the bigger person because for the sake of the other person,
Mm.
not for us.
Mm.
It's really for them because we're very straightforward. Like I'm nice, but I'm I'm kind, but I'm not like nice. You can't like walk over none of that. But I don't know. I started rambling for air. But yeah, that it went from fight or flight to listen to your thoughts. But truthfully, like if I don't pause and say, okay, Kayla, I be having inner monologues like, okay, Kayla, this person is pissing me off. Do I flick them off or do I just say, have a nice day and walk away? Because if I let that out, sometimes there's no controlling it. Like I said with the fire and the oil, you gotta know how to put out them type of fires. Because if you
Mm.
don't, it's just gonna spread and get worse.
That's a good point to look at because I'm just like, dang, like really being mindful or attentive, just like, all right, do I say something to them or just go about my way?
Yeah,
Mm.
and I feel like this retrograde season has been throwing a lot of those challenges at me. A couple of them might pass. Honestly, I'm human, but the others I've really had to realize that people project all the time. And in the field that I'm in, I work with the kids and the parents. So sometimes the parents don't like the fact that their child missed two appointments and now they have to be discharged and they be like, oh well, da, da, da. Anyways, those are the battles that I know that I'd be like, okay, well, you signed the contract, you know what to do. But just being a fire sign in general, I feel like being an Aries, we get a lot of like. I feel I want to talk about the emotional aspect of it too. We're very we get the perception that we're mean and hard, but I feel like that's only the people we don't really like our friends, the people that we care about, the people that we love, respect, and are willing to protect for sure. Like we show a different side to them, if that makes
Mm.
sense. Like with you, I'm much softer and giggly and bubbly. Like I probably wouldn't have done this with anybody else. Because I have to trust
Yeah.
you. And but with the Aries, once our trust is broken, or if you do something that really hurts us, we'll forgive you. But it's almost like if I can see you, we can be in the exact same room with each other, and I'll look through you, not even at you. Like, and then it'd be like, oh, she's fake. And I'm like, I'm just following how you know what I'm saying? Well, okay, all right. You knew what you did. But I think with me though, now in this space that I'm in, I've recently just learned how to start forgiving. Like almost 29 years on this planet.
Mm.
Just now learning how to fully forgive for my mental sake. Because holding on to anger used to be a really big thing for me. Like things that made me mad, I would use that as fuel to get through life. But at a certain point, as I started like spiritually growing,
Mm-hmm.
I realized that that I was transmuting all that energy all wrong for a long time because I thought that yeah, I'm gonna just take this anger and I'm just gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna keep it pushing. It's so tiring.
Ah. So, like, do you think that with moving fast, does that like help or potentially hinder somebody like an Aries being able to forgive?
We need time. We need space to really heal because we take betrayal very personally. Well, I'm not saying I don't know everybody, but me, I take betrayal is very like personal because why would you do that to me in the first place? I would have never did that to you. Or it'll be sometimes, why didn't you communicate with me and let me know how you were feeling? Like I know I come when I'm mad, I get mad, but I know how to listen. Cause I'm gonna listen to what you're telling me, and if stuff don't start making sense, that's gonna start making me mad. Because I'm like, now you're just making stuff up
Mm.
to make yourself sound better, instead of just being honest. Just like be out there, be truthful about um, who you are. Cause I feel like that's why I don't know. I've always attracted all kinds of people just based off of my personality, and I've also I'm a retired people pleaser. So there were a lot of people in my life then who I thought were there for me, but actually wasn't. So just now learning how to forgive those people and also myself for even holding on to that for so long. Yeah,
Mm.
forgiveness.
Yeah, yeah. I'm working on it. Like I'm going to therapy. Definitely am. Definitely am.
Look, me
So
too.
it's
Look, me too.
a process. So I got another question.
Hmm.
This one deals with having like the sun, Mars, and Mercury and Aries in your second house. So second house is people call it the money house, but things you value, you appreciate how you go about cultivating those things for yourself. With that, when do you feel most confident speaking your truth, and how do you know when to adjust your approach for greater harmony? And I feel like that's like combining like the Libra axis in there too of your eighth house of like other people and just like them. And like once you have that relationship created or established, you move into like combining your values and their values together. So that's like the combination of the eighth house.
Honestly, when I'm um, teaching things that I am knowledgeable of to help people understand themselves even more. So my job, truthfully, being a youth advocate. I just became a therapist, but I've been a youth advocate for a long time. I'm a strong believer in our children because they are our future, and how the world is going right now, they acting like they're not. But people have given up on the youth, and when I'm with them, um, not only do I see myself in them sometimes, but I see hope, but also um, struggles. They come from really at-risk backgrounds, trauma, a lot of trauma. And when I'm with those kids, helping them actually sit there and talk it out, not hold it in and bottle it up, that's when I feel most confident. But also, I feel really confident when, I do the sound bowls, sound therapy. When I'm playing in front of people, I used to be a dancer as a kid. I danced for many years, contemporary hip hop, jazz, pop novelty. So I'm a performer. And I'm not saying that my career in being a sound healer is a performance, but I connect those two because that's when I feel confident. Like I'm actually showcasing what I'm capable of. And while also impacting other people's lives in a way where they can find the light that I know that's within me, they can find their own light within themselves. That's really when I feel like I'm doing something right. When I talk to a kid one day and then the next day they come back and say, Miss, what you told me, like it really did help. So
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. And with like learning and like understanding for yourself right now, like I was telling you about like, having Pisces rising, and then you also have your Saturn in Pisces too. So that right now you're going through your Saturn return, and people to understand Saturn return like 25 to like I want to say like 30, 31, depending on how old you are, because I found out like some people like it's like
It's like it's
the
a it's a
retrogrades.
gap. But it starts at like 27-ish from what I
Yeah,
saw.
like some people start feeling it early, but then some people start feeling it later. Like I didn't realize like some people who are 32 now are experiencing their Saturn return. I'm just like, wow, okay. So it's just like as you get older, I feel like going through my Saturn return and like appreciating, or I feel like I grasped the lesson, but you can see when people like, I don't like to be like, oh yeah, like this person is young, because you can learn from anybody. Like that's something to truly understand. No matter how old you are, you can learn something from somebody at some age. But it's just like certain little things just come to understand like, hey, people are still like processing. They ain't gone through their Saturn return yet to truly grasp this for themselves. So, okay, cool, I got it, respect it. But with navigating through your Saturn return, I know like the throws, the woes, it goes through it, but also recently, literally, like the North Node was on top of your Saturn, so like this
Hmm.
intensified like aspect of establishing foundation for yourself. So, how
That
has
makes
that been?
that makes
Like,
so much sense now that you said that. Recently, I just got some really good news about moving to the next step of my career, becoming almost fully licensed. So,
uh,
yeah, almost,
hey, yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it. But I've been feeling this urge of needing to become more structured, organized. That's been like my key pivotal moment right now is just becoming more organized so that I can actually, we're all free falling, right? But free falling with intention, you
Mm,
know? Like your dream, like you flew, you knew it, but even though you were free falling, you knew what you had to do to make sure you were okay,
yeah.
right? So free falling with intention, that's my version of becoming organized. And also intentionally carving out self-care. I'm a service worker. I have to make sure that my job has been pushing me to a point where I'm learning every day, but I get tired too. Like I sit and listen to people all day and I talk all day. So there are moments where like I come home and I might not say nothing. I might just go sit and be quiet. And that little moment of, or that intentional moment of silence really helps me through like this past month, like taking more bubble baths. I don't know what dragged me to get a bath bomb, but I'm into it. I'm into it. But I get like the natural ones that have like the roses, lavender, not like all the glitter and fluff. Gotta protect that pH girl for
Yeah,
sure.
no, definitely.
But intentional self care, going on walks. I mean, I have honey, so um, walking with her or just going to get some fresh air, just standing in the sun, that has been helping me navigate through all of this. But truly, it falls on creating a routine, which is connected to structure, organization. That's been my thing. But I know these past couple of years, um, I also have been learning that you have to let things be too. Because if I put too much emphasis on control for me, then I end up kind of disappointing myself because I don't meet my own expectations. Things happen out of our control, especially when we're planning things out. But what I had to learn is that it's okay if things get changed around at the last minute. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to not be perfect. So that's what this that jumps into Saturn return too. Like that's been my key thing. Like it's okay to make mistakes.
Mm.
Like you don't have to be a robot. You don't have to do everything right all the time. But I think it also falls back on my skill set being a dancer. Like you have to have everything has to be all the counts have to hit. Boom, boom, boom. So that was like embedded in my brain at a young age. That
Mhm.
okay, it has to be done right. This and this and this. But as I'm in this space and time now, I'm like, okay, I can cut myself a little bit of slack because I'm doing a lot for my age. Because there are people that aren't going as hard as I am, and that's okay. But I'm not going hard for nobody else. I'm going hard for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, girl.
That.
But it's been a journey. But I'm enjoying this new feeling of change that's coming. I don't know what's about to happen. I'm not even going to question it. Like I just fully support whatever is going to come for me in abundance. Like I accept it and I fully receive that because this newness in the air with it being the equinox, like this newness is it's giving me like a refresher. Like, okay, we can really kick this in, not to overdrive, but we can kick it up a notch or two. Like, I don't have to go slam on the gas pedal. I can ease up, go 50, then 60. Then if I want to smash out, I can go out, but then come back, dial it back a little bit. Balance. That's really been it. Like making sure that um, I stay present too,
Mm.
like really present because I'm an empath. Whatever, doing my job, being an empath makes my job easy, but it also makes my job a little harder too because I feel everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes even when the kids might say, "Yeah, I'm okay," their body language. I've been literally like clinically trained to like read body language to understand what somebody is feeling without them even having to tell me. Like, so I'm like, okay, well, when you're ready, you can say it. So then we start playing like Uno, and they'll be like, "Well, Miss, this and this happened, this and that happened." And I'm like, "Do you feel better now?" They're like, "Yeah, I do." it's God, I lost train of thought with a question, but just really just trying to balance everything out. That's been the main thing for real for me right
Oh
now.
no,
Just finding
no.
balance.
Like that's cool. Like, and it's all good. Like that makes me think about how Venus retrograde right now is in Aries, or for one, just
It's
having
hot,
Venus in
huh? It's
like
hot, ain't it?
it's that in itself. Venus is hot, like heated. That, especially in Aries, I feel like that's the one who shoots a shot first. Like that's and no, I'm not gonna hold you. Give it to a Libra Venus, they'll do it too. They'll do it too. So yeah. But how has that been navigating through your house like values, especially with it being at them early degrees and then it's going back into your first house of like self. And the thing is that when Venus goes into Pisces, is exalted. Like that is it has everything it needs to and then some to work. So maybe like a softening and a reflection of things that you've done relative to yourself. Like, so what do you think?
I've been having to be very graceful. I am true. At this moment in time, I am learning how to give myself grace for things, like I said, that don't go my way. When I come up with ideas in my head, I'm so like ready to get it done, do it XYZ. But things happen. You gotta take care of certain. Sometimes something might happen. You gotta take care of that first. Prioritizing it. But with Venus, girl, I've been having to speak. I I've been having to speak gracefully to myself so that I can be able to give that unto others and give them grace. Only because I have those high expectations that I'm working on and I set, but hmm, that grace, girl. I've really been having to accept a lot of things that are out of my control and just letting it all, like letting it go. Like whatever I thought was in my control, girl, slap me in the face. It ain't in mine. I'm just like, all right, whatever, you got it. You got it. Handle that. That ain't on me. Figure it out. Okay, whatever. Only because I'm you got to know when to pick and choose certain battles. Um, and Venus been teaching me a lot about being able to not only, no, mainly to like be able to receive love. Like I'm such a, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. I can do it myself as person. Oh no, it's okay. I can do it. No, no, no. I have to learn that there are people that have been placed into my life that are meant to teach me that, okay, you can let your guard down here, take this. It's not gonna hurt you. You're gonna be fine. That's been hard.
Mm.
It's been a little hard only because I'm really trying to break the idea or the mindset that I can do all I gotta do is put on my cape and I can take care of it all by myself. It's unrealistic. Very unrealistic. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it's super unrealistic to think that way because everybody needs help sometimes. And especially whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like everybody needs help. So why should I put myself in a mental space where I possibly could end up going into like psychosis because I'm holding on and trying to take on all of this all at once when there's people in my life or even within my current environment that can help, and all I have to do is reach out. It's not like they're holding me back from doing it. Sometimes I push people away when I think I got it all in check. That's me being
Mm.
fully vulnerable. um and I know that doing that in the past has made me lose a lot of good people that were meant to still be in my life, but I wasn't evolved yet. I wasn't aware of my decisions or what I thought was okay to do. Like, oh, oh, don't worry, I don't need your help. I can do it. I thought that was the right way to go. It's not. Well, at least for me, it's not. Can't speak for everybody else at this moment, but for me, it's super unrealistic to have that.
Makes me think of just like last year, the nodes, rather than being in Pisces and Virgo, they were in Aries and Libra. So that idea of self and others, cooperation. Like, were there times where you experienced a moment where you felt like you had, like, you got it, you can do it yourself, but in actuality, it was like moments where it's just like pushing you to, like, nah, you need other people to help
Yeah,
you. This
yeah,
is, yeah, like,
yeah, for sure. When my grandmother transitioned last year, that was my breaking point where I realized like I gotta let somebody help me. I need to go get help because mentally I was so broken. because I was like, I literally just lost my best friend, you know? Like, and instead of doing what I normally did, I literally fought myself to get help in a way where I was like, I reaching out to you, like, hey girl, can you talk? Or like calling my friends and like letting them in my world. Like, I have some real down ass friends and they're in my life. But I feel like they know me, but I've never actually given people a chance to really know me because I've had this wall up of protection, thinking that I can just take on whatever I go through by myself within me and my little four corners, you know? But losing somebody who was like your for real like lifeline, it's gonna make you like reach out and be like, hey, I can't do this all on my own. I can't take on all of this pain all at once on my own. I have to reach out to my family. I have to reach out to my friends. I have to reach out to my partner. I have to get a therapist because I was literally feeling like I was losing. I felt like physically I lost a part of me a little bit. And I had to like dig really deep and find that within myself. But that was a big moment for me last year that made me realize like, hey, you know what? It feels good to ask for help. It feels good to like let the people who genuinely love me and won't hurt me be there. And so I've strengthened a lot of my relationships within the past couple months since her transition. And it's crazy to say, but I feel like if it wasn't for her transitioning, now I have her on the spiritual side with me all the time. Trust me, she sends me little butterflies and cute things like that all the time, or like birds and things. There's this one bird that sits outside my window all the time, and I know it when it's out there, so I go sit out there. Um, or she used to love Betty Boop. Like I'll be at the store. Like the other day I was at Dollar Tree just picking up some random things and I saw some Betty Boop socks and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get these because there's a little sign, it's her, you know. Um, I had to learn that if it wasn't for losing her in the physical, I probably would have never fully opened up. You know, I'm not gonna say it wouldn't have happened because you know, life, death, it's inevitable, but I wouldn't have allowed my support system to support me if that wouldn't have happened. So a part of me is I miss her. Yeah, I do, and I'm holding back my tears a little
Yeah.
bit, but a part of me is also grateful too because now I know that I don't have to take it all in by myself. I can really allow people to support me and love on me, and it's okay to be loved on in the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely that.
Oh, that was a deep
Oh,
one.
oh yeah, girl. Like over here blinking multiple times
Yeah.
because, whew,
I
that was
know.
intense. Because, yeah, reflecting and seeing that for myself is just like, yeah, losing somebody close to you is just like, hey, making yourself open to receiving love from other folks.
Mhm.
And it's hard because you feel like you might get hurt,
Yeah.
especially from past
Yeah.
experiences. But like you have those people who show like it shows like they don't want to hurt you. They want to help. Like that's all they want to do is be there for you. And
Yeah.
that's something to learn and understand. And just like to hear you say that as an Aries, just like not being like, oh, like Aries, they be out leading, they don't want no help. That's them. But like you said, evolved, unevolved, and going and navigating life and the experiences, like, okay, hey, reaching out for help when needed. But it's nice. Now, I want to go about lightening up the situation and like thinking about like just they have the sign of like thinking about the baby with it being the start, the initiatory of the zodiac. How do you feel like that is like seen with you?
Mm, I have a I've been told that I have a very youthful spirit. Like, I've been told that my day, no ego, but I've been told that like my day is now better because you walked in the room. And I know that you always bring this light with you. And I can always count on you to be that light. Like, I've been told things like that. So that it's not, and when I hear baby, it made me think of
innocence, but I don't think it's innocence that I want to use or say. It's more like I'm open to new experiences. Like I'm the type of friend you might not catch me in the club like that. I'm like, are you trying to hike up this mountain, bro? You trying to go? You trying to? I'm adventurous. So when I heard you said baby, like babies are every day from 0 to however many months a year, even to 2 years, 3 years, everything's new for them. Or from 0 to 7. Let's be realistic, because that's when we learn the most from our caretakers. Um, so that newness, that always wanting to try something new, that's what I'm connecting with. That with the baby. Sorry, my brain. With that baby comment that you made, there's something within me that's very brave. I'm not really scared of anything. God, of course, but but I'm not really scared of many things. Because as a child, like I feel like my mom will vouch for me when I say this, is that it's perfect to actually to fit the question. So when my mom dropped me off at pre-K or preschool, she said other kids was crying, didn't want their parents to leave. She took me there, and I said, okay, mom, bye. Just ran off and started talking to people, making friends. Hi, I'm Kayla. Hi, I'm Kayla. Hi, hi. She was like, I was more sad that you didn't even say bye to me. I thought you were gonna cry, but that curiosity of life is what I live by. I'm gonna ask questions. My teachers used to always say, very smart, just talkative. Like I was always asking questions or always trying to help or always trying to like do something. And but with being an Aries though, I feel like that's what's I'm we get bored easy. We get
Mm.
bored easy, but we also are like those people who have like a room full of hobbies. and and sorry, I'm just laughing because I'm thinking about what I'm about to say. We have like a room full of hobbies. We're like a master of all things, but like sitting down and doing one thing at a time is hard.
Yeah.
Honestly, because we know we can. It's like we're quick learners. Like we'll sit there. Well, for me, I'll sit there and watch somebody do something, and I can do it verbatim, like immediately after. Like for me, I'm more of a I can listen and I'll get it, but I'm like, okay, but can you show me how to do it? Okay, you did it that way. All right, let me do this, and then I end up teaching myself that way. But that um the innocence, I'm gonna say innocence because innocence keeps coming up, and I'm just gonna say it. The innocence of it though is that um is is it's like we're nurturers too. Like we nurture the people that we care about. Like we're really the type of like if we say we down for you, or if we say we love you, like I don't just I don't just throw that out there at any no. Absolutely not. It's oh gosh, here goes my brain. I love it so much. My brain is beautiful. It's almost like see, I don't know if other Aries experience this, but I have an Aries moment where I think of everything all at once, and then it wants to all come out, and I'm like, girl, just one thing at a time. You're watching me have that moment in live.
Oh, you're good. It's perfectly fine. Like I jump from topic to topic. It's okay. I would say like that nurturing though that you brought up, would you equate that to that softness
Mm-hmm.
that people don't really see?
Yep. Like I gotta connect it somehow. Yes, that. Yeah, definitely. It takes once we feel safe. I would say I feel safe around somebody, I could be and I can be my silly side, vulnerable side. That's where the softness comes in. Like, oh, I'm the type of person like, did you eat today? You hungry? Oh, you didn't eat? Oh, I got something already made here. Oh, you don't eat that? You want a salad? I can chop it up right now. We're really like I know we're rams, but I feel like we're wolves too. Like we're very pack. We care about our pack, and we're gonna take care of our pack. And if somebody within that pack, gets, what I'm saying, weird, and we're gonna handle it accordingly.
Okay.
I feel like that's an easy way to put it. But I feel like when it comes to us being soft, we really do have to feel safe around you to do that, because we're protectors. We're warriors. Like, we're here to defend. We're here to make sure our people are safe, right? Like, so if I already know that I can make you safe, if somebody else can make me feel that, okay, I can get with that. I can get with that. Like, I can actually trust you enough to be able to show you this softness. Like, I don't know. I think, but with my victory too, when that softness, when the softness kicks in, my moon sign comes in too, to like kind of like icing on the cake it, where it's like I'll sit there, I'll be like, "How was your day?" And I'll sit there and give you straight direct eye contact and listen to every little thing and like, "Wow, listen to your voice is beautiful. I'm so happy that you're happy." Like, I got a big heart that it's been hurt, life, but um it took me within the most recent years to develop this softness that you see in front of you right now. Like, I don't have to be hard body all the time. Like, I'm from LA. Like, we're LA girls. We different. We gotta be like that sometime to maneuver through the city. But becoming softer takes for an Aries takes time and trust, not only within others but first within yourself. Like, I had to learn to trust myself to be like, you know what, okay, let me love on me a little hard right now for a little bit to make sure I'm good before I can just start pouring in somebody else's cup, because that's unfair to myself. Boundaries,
Mhm.
right? But the softness, it's always been there. It's there. Everybody just doesn't get to see it. Like, people, sometimes when I'm in public, sometimes I've been told like, "You look mean," but then when I come talk to you, you're the nicest person ever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the type of person, if I go to like an outing or like a lounge or a bar, like, I'm gonna make sure I know where all of my exits are first before I even sit down. I want to know where the bathroom is. I want to know where all my exits are to make sure I already have a plan. Like, all right, I'm good. Then I'll scan the room, and that's when I get, "Oh, you're mean." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm just trying to make sure y'all not in here doing no crazy
I
stuff,
know
and I've got to
to
hit them with the,
go when it's
yeah."
time to leave. Like, know when to get the fuck
Look,
on
my,
when I
my, my
need to.
big one is, if I see something weird going on, I'll be like, I tap the homie, I'll be like, "Time to go, bro. It's time to hit the,
Yeah. No.
look, jingle the keys,
Like,
like, you ready to go?" Like, come on.
it's time to go.
We, Aries, we're very hyper vigilant. We know things sometimes before other people notice notice them themselves. We're super hyper vigilant. Like, I don't have an example right now at the moment, but there are moments in time where if I'm in a new environment, like I said, I need to know where everything is at, and then once I know, like, I can be comfortable, I can let a little loose, I might have a drink. I'm like, "Oh, I'm saying," like, but I'm not gonna go overboard, because I'm like, I need to know, if I go to a party, I need to know at least half of the party before I just walk in there. Like,
Yeah.
then I can't, like, especially if it's like a kickback. Like, let me at least know who's throwing the kickback. I'm not just gonna just randomly pop up because college. Yeah, why not? You know how ski did.
Yeah.
Just pulled up. But it was a different vibe out there. Like, it was safe. Like,
Yeah.
everybody wasn't wilding
No.
out. But
When
the hypervigilance though, girl, I be seeing stuff before other people see it, and then my friends be like, "How did you know that was gonna happen?" I'm like, "Well, it was right in front of us. Were y'all not looking either?" Out of my friend group, my friends call me the mom. I'll be like, not that I don't mother my friends, but I'll be like, "Okay, is everybody good? Y'all safe? Okay. Oh, where'd so and so go? Wait, where's she? Wasn't she just sitting next to us?" And then we end up going on a journey to find them. It's one of those things.
it's like going into your hobbies,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to shift that to more so like an anime aspect of it. What do you feel like resonates for your sign as Aries?
Through anime or
Like, what character do you think of?
Yusuke Urameshi?
Yes,
Yeah,
I was literally like,
yeah,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. I love you, Yu Hakusho. And also maybe hmm, uh, Kagome.
Really? Okay.
But I feel like I connect with her with the softness part.
Okay.
Yeah, but all the way through Yusuke. um, I chose him because one, he has this hard shell exterior, like whatever, flicking the camera off, like telling people off, beating up bullies, like. But then once he went into the spiritual world, like, well, first off, the very first episode, he jumped up from the car, saying that little boy didn't even know who that boy was, died, like, then ended up getting meeting the Grim Reaper. Now he got the spirit gun, like, even though he was a hard ass, for the people that he cared about, he protected them. That's why I said that. But I say Kagome though. She was kind of a hard ass too though, on the low. On the low when it came to Inuyasha.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm getting the names right because I have not watched
In,
Inuyasha in a long time.
yeah, yeah. In you shit. No,
Yeah.
let's say. Let's Inuyasha. Yep, there we go. There
Girl.
we go. Yeah.
But yeah, mainly just Yusuke though. I don't know. When I saw the show for the first time, I was like, why do I connect with him so much? Um, what have I watched recently that made me go, I feel that. Have you been watching Don Don? The
Yes.
I need to watch it again, but the I don't know why, but the grandma too on the low, not just based off of her appearance, but more like a she I like the ability to be to master things. For me, like I'm the type of person like I will learn, I will sit there and try to learn something until I understand it from front to back. And I chose her because even though she doesn't look her age, the knowledge and the wisdom that's within her, like I kind of feel like I connect to that just because I'm a seeker of knowledge. And at some point, I know that I'll be like that, and hopefully, I'll look badass too while doing it. Oh, there's my dog. I don't know if you can hear her.
Yep. I heard her.
Yeah, my howler.
Oh. Is she feeling better?
We're waiting to hear back from the hospital referral so she can get that hip
Oh,
replacement. But her
gotcha.
ACL though, she's all good. Like back to normal. She actually is wearing a leg brace right now. Um, and it's actually keeping the mobility in that left leg going. But I do daily stretches with her. I got her on CMOS too. My uncle's best friend is Dr. Sebi's grandson. They have a company called Dietary Solutions, and they make a pet version of like a pet recipe for CMOS or a recipe CMOS recipe for pets.
Oh,
And we've been giving it to her for almost like 2 months since the injury happened, and she's back like running. You know, she still needs the hip replacement though, so she has her little sassy walk, but the leg brace is supporting that leg that she needs the replacement in. So um, yeah, I didn't know animals can eat sea moss either. I was so shocked when he was like, yeah, give her this. And I'm like, she can take this? And he was like, yeah, it's a special recipe developed. It's like, he told me it was, I wish I can list all the herbs, but Dietary Solutions, that's their Instagram and website, dietarysolutions.com. Yeah, but she's still her same spunky self. No, that's a Leo, a true. She do the little lip curl like. I'm like, girl, is you lucky? But we're two just fiery ass girls, just living it up for real.
oh,
Yeah, she. I'm just. That's the only thing. We're just waiting for the because she needs there's not too many optometrists in Atlanta that are veterinary orthopedic surgeons. I don't know where the other word came from, girl. Long day, but there's not too many orthopedic veterinarians out here that specialize in what she needs. So we're waiting for their availability. So patience, ooh, girl, don't get me started about patience, because learning to have that,
Understandable.
learning.
Understandable.
I be feeling like sometimes I wake up, I'm like, I need things to be done now, right now. And then I'll be like, damn, I gotta be patient. I cross my arms like, damn it. I gotta try and I gotta wait. But then after a while, I'm like, you know what? Sometimes it was worth the wait. But yeah, life, girl. This was fun.
This was fun. Like I was gonna say, like, what can people find you? Like, how can they support you? Like,
Okay.
let them
Hi.
know.
But now I'm trying to be all shy. Hi. My name is Kayla Bijani. You can follow me on my business page at Bijani the Mystic. That's BeJoninMystic. I am a sound therapist, Reiki practitioner, basically an alternative holistic healer. I specialize with helping the youth, but I've worked with all populations. Oh, I'm also a social worker too. So it's March, so still happy Social Work Month.
Hey.
um, I'm a social worker. I'm a youth advocate. I'm just a people's people, and I love being able to be there for my people. You know. But my main Instagram, where I do a lot of more of my creative me stuff, is inojeb.k. That's INOJEB.k. It's my main page, but my business, you can follow me on that. I'm trying to get my TikTok together. I'm doing a lot of rebranding right now. That's what I'm going to say. I'm doing a lot of rebranding right now because I told you earlier, I'm working on certification. So one thing at a time. It'll get there. But those are the main pages that I have right now that I'm active on. And if you want to go check out my business page, I have a couple of live streams of me doing some sound therapy. So if you ever need to start your day with a pick me up, tap that follow.
Nice. Well, yeah, this has been dope. Like, I'm
Yeah,
definitely like happy that you were able to come on, give some insight about Aries,
girl.
as
But
well as like,
I'm a little.
look, definitely gonna have you come back on for like, I want to have this thing for Cancer moons. Like, it's a lot of us out here, and just to give that insight about that, it's needed. It's needed. So yeah, I'm gonna figure this out because it's multiple people that can give insight on this. So yes. Okay, girl.
but
Thank you so much for
but
coming
no,
on.
wait, time out,
Oh
girl.
girl,
Thank you
I'm
for
so
creating.
sorry.
No,
My
look,
bad.
no, I need to give you your sprinkles and your flowers
No.
because thank you for creating a safe space for people to talk about themselves, but also you're putting knowledge out there. You're doing the knowledge, friend. Because a
Thank
lot of
you.
people don't know. They just like, oh, I only have this sign or that sign. They don't understand the houses. You're teaching me things. So thank you for just being you.
I appreciate
You
that
know I love you, girl.
because oh yeah, it's needed
For
because
real.
oh my gosh, it's hard for me to accept compliments, no lie. Like it is. I just be like,
Really? Thanks. But I
yes,
know, like, inside you're like, oh my gosh, thank
yeah,
you. I know you. So I'm like, I got it. It's all
yes.
good.
Thank you.
But you deserve it, though. I remember when we first talked about this. Like, you've come a long way. You're building this up brick by brick.
Yeah, just taking like, hey, I can do it at the pace that I can with life
Yes.
being what it
There's
is, and going from there. Cause
nobody's pushing us to go fast. Like, only we do that. Like, we push ourselves to go whatever pace we want to go. So there's no need to, like, I'm speaking to myself right now, too. There's no need to rush, especially with the climate of the stars it's in right now. Like, I think everybody should just grab some water and chill out, bro. Just chill and
yeah.
don't don't call your ex. Don't do it. Don't
No,
don't
don't
do it.
do it.
Don't
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 do it.
don't. just block them. Her, him, block them.
Don't
Because
do it.
it's, I always say this, an ex is an ex for a reason.
Yes.
Hey, hey. Ooh.
That is some knowledge to leave us home with. But I don't even know if I said that right. Look, it's like you said, it's a long day.
Long
It's
day.
a long ass day.
Look,
But
it's 9 o'clock over here, girl. I'm about to sketch in my little pad and go to sleep.
oh, oh shit. Okay. Well, girl, let me let you go. Thank you so much for coming on
Alright.
here.
Was there one
Um,
more thing you want to ask me? I'm feeling that you had something else.
oh, girl.
Look at
No.
you know.
Like, I'm just like, I forgot that you're like 3 hours ahead. I'm
Mhm.
just like, yeah, that's what I'm about to say. And she's like, yeah, it's
Girl,
fine. I'm just like,
dark. Look at it's
damn,
dark.
damn. Okay. Yeah, let me let you go. Let me let you go. I will
I
talk to
love
you
you.
later. I
Thank
love you
you.
too. Yes, we will continue talking more. So,
Shell, yeah. Shell,
yes,
yeah.
yes. All right. Bye, girl.
Bye.